Do not be afraid to put God first. That's not gonna take away from your other goals in life. That's actually gonna help you pursue those goals in life. When you put God first and everything else second, like I did, for example, my streaming stuff, God will actually help you when you fall short. You won't fall into sin no more. You won't fall into gooning. You won't fall into lust. You won't fall into lying. I was afraid that if I put anything above my basketball journey, becoming a college basketball player, if I put anything above that, then I wouldn't become a college basketball player. I would have become what I wanted to become.
What if the thing you think will slow you down is the exact thing you need to win?
I want to be the best basketball player in the world. Right? I want to go to college. So I work out every day. Everything would be based around that. Everything I would do in my everyday life would be around that. Every single thing. What I ate, to how I worked out, to when I woke up, to how I spoke to people, to who I hang out with. Every single thing, right? Amazing. But you want to know what the worst part is with that? You not only just forget everything else, all the bad stuff and all that stuff, because that's your number one priority, you forget God. You forget that you still sin. It's not a priority of yours. For you, or for me how it was basketball, family, God.
And when you forget what matters most, what happens next?
And what happens when you're on that path and you kind of fall short a little bit? What are you gonna go lean on? Your vape. What are you gonna go lean on? Gooning. Going hanging out with your friend, drinking, talking bad about other people. Go lie to people. What are you gonna do? You're gonna go lie to yourself about why you just fell short. We fall short, but we don't just fall short. Falling short is normal as human. We fall short to bad things.
Why does failure always pull people backward instead of forward?
I just lost my connection with God for the past couple months. Nothing special that happened. It just happens. Life gets ahead of us. There's so many things I actually forgot. Right now I'm reading the Bible again. I just started fully over on reading Genesis. I started a couple days ago. I'm starting it from scratch.
How do people drift without even noticing?
Say you want to go to the NBA, you can see that. That's the hard part. I think that's sometimes why we slip away. A lot of the times life gets ahead of us and you can actually see life right there.
That's why people chase what's visible and neglect what's vital. So how do you stay connected to what you can't see?
Try praying, feed your spirit, reading the Bible, listening to the gospel music, talk to other people about God, because that is feeding your spirit, feeding God's words to you. Just as you would wake up every day and go to practice and be better at basketball, just you would go to the gym to get bigger and stronger. You have to feed it. You have to keep going with it. If you take a little break from it, you'll slip away.
Most people think discipline is about grinding harder. It's not.
Put God first and everything else second, like I did, for example, my streaming stuff. God will actually help you when you fall short. You won't fall into sin no more. You won't fall into gooning. You won't fall into lust. You won't fall into lying. You will actually fall into God's lap because he will push you back up and push you towards that goal.
You don't need less ambition. You need better order.
Without God, you wouldn't even have that ambition in your life that you have to be the best in your field, to be a nurse, to be a doctor, to help your mom out in the family, to retire your mom, to get that degree, to become a Twitch streamer, to even be able to go get food. None of us would, right? You know, you forget that a lot, bro. Like, you forget that a lot. I do.
The gift you're chasing came from the source you forgot.